What's up, nail friends? It's Sarah here, and in today's video I wanted to use one of the products that I got from my Etsy haul. If you didn't see my Etsy haul, I'll link it in the top corner and in my description box. But I got a bunch of fun stuff from Etsy, and I got these sharks. And so if you guys know me, I really like milk bath nails. So someone wrote on my last video, Deborah Brown wrote, just shark bath nails. And you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a shark bath nail. So it's gonna be like a pretty milk bath design, but it's gonna be a shark. I'm gonna add some shells. I'm gonna add some stars. It's gonna be like jelly, and I don't know. I just thought it would be kind of fun to give it a try. And if it doesn't turn out, I'm only gonna do one nail as a demo just for fun. So if you guys are interested in that, so these are the sharks that I want to use. These are from CACCOON Creations. They're just big sharks. So I thought I'd do a really long nail so that I could try to incorporate the sharks. And I was wondering if I should cut the sharks in half or if I should try to do full sharks. Not sure yet. That's what we're gonna use as our main inspo for this shark bath design. To get started, I've already prepped. I filmed a video of that. That should be my last video. Unless I decide to post this one first, then it will be my next video. Either way, I'll link that in my description box and in the top corner. And yeah, so I've already prepped. This is what my thumb looks like now. So we are going to do a long set. I decided I really want to use my Extreme Link tips. These are from Glitterbels. I really like these tips. So I'm just gonna size one to my thumb. I haven't added dehydrator or primer or anything. I have just prepped my nail. As in, remove the shine, remove my cuticle skin area, shorten the nail, take off anything left over. To apply my tip, I'm going to use my Glitterbels base glue. I always like to give my base glue a good shake before using it, just so, you know, you shake it up. You should usually shake products up before using them, especially if they've just been sitting. So I'm just going to apply this along the edge. Okay, so I let that dry for like a second here, and I'm just gonna push this onto the nail. Squeeze the sides to make sure that they are secure. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend this tip and shape it a little bit. So I'm just gonna use I'm gonna use my metal file board with my refills on it. First, I wanna blend the tip a bit just so there's not so much of a ledge here. I also want to thin it out a bit, thin out my sidewalls. I'm gonna hold the nail in place just because it's not gonna feel very nice to file. So holding it in place helps you file without discomfort. I'm still filing the sides here to bring them in. I'm also filing the top of the tip just to remove that shine. Okay, so that's what that looks like right now. I'm going to dehydrate and prime now. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Glitterbels dehydrator. And then I'm going to be using my acid-free primer as well. For monomer, I'm going to be using my Glitterbels Hema-free monomer. So I'm going to use my Glitterbels glass slippers. to do a clear base. I'm just really using not very much here. Placing it in the center, cleaning off my brush. And then I'm just getting close to the cuticle area and blending over that tip. That's all you really need. So it's super thin. So colors I'm going to use in this set are Glitterbell's Blue Jelly. And I'm going to use the stars from Glitterbell's Pluto because I really like those stars. I might use, not sure yet, but I might use the glitter from this one called Blue Ice. And then I'm going to use these shells because this is a shark nail and there's shells in the ocean. So use some shells. And then of course I already showed you guys, we're going to use the sharks. And I'm also going to use a soft white to create my milk shark bath nails design. So these are what they look like with the lids open. Just so you guys can see. Blue Ice, Blue Jelly, Pluto. I'm going to find the stars. I'm going to pour this out. Okay, for the shells, I'm going to open this up and you can see that there's some pretty big shells in here, but behind them you can see that there's some small shells. So I'm going to try to get the small shells only. I really don't want, see, yeah, like just a little bit of shells. Nothing huge, you know? And then, of course, we have the sharks, which I will dump out over here. I hope this turns out. I really don't know if this is going to look cute. I didn't practice this before because I thought this would just be a fun little experiment. Okay, so I'm gonna pour out some of these stars, which I didn't do yet. One sec. Some of the glitter from that might be nice to use too. I don't know. Okay, so the reason I wanted to add some stars is because of little starfish, you know? But I want this to be really like cute. I thought about going on a different route and doing it kind of like a creepy set, but I feel like doing something kind of pretty. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so to create my like milky background, I'm gonna use the soft white and the blue jelly and kind of double dip. I might have to go in with some Snowdrops White actually. I feel like this is gonna be way too light. Yeah. Okay, I'm grabbing Snowdrops White. I think Snowdrops White will give it that like milky look a little bit better. So yeah, I'm just gonna dip into that and place that down and then pull some blue jelly through that. Okay, that's better. I'm like triple dipping into clear and soft white and blue jelly. I'm just placing this down as like the background and then we'll layer our sharks and stars after. So this needs to be really thin too. Don't do anything too thick at this point or else your sharks will stick up and then you'll accidentally file them. And that's not what we want. So that's how thin it is. You can see here. Okay. Shark time. And layering. Okay, so I can go like upward and downward. So let's kind of do that. Oh, sweet. Okay, so I can kind of like, these sharks are movable, so I can put my product down on the nail, put the shark down, and then sort of let it dry a little bit and smush the shark into it so that it doesn't have any pieces sticking up. So I don't want this tail sticking up there. That shark is kind of upside down. I just realized. This is the way we want it. Since I moved it, now it's like coming up. It's not really sticking down to what I put down. So I gotta add some more under there. Okay, so that shark is down. I'm gonna go in with some glitter near it. Yeah, ooh, that's pretty. Blue ice is pretty. Some glitter, some stars. Cute. Gotta add some shells. I really wanted some blue shells, but I only had purple or pink. So I went with purple instead of pink. So I'm gonna add another shark somehow. This would be great if these were smaller. Okay. So see, the mouth is here, so you want, this is the fin you want sticking up. So I put that down, and again, I'm gonna go over that or under it so that it can, so I can push it into it and have it not stick up. I'm gonna push that down a little bit in a sec. I'm just gonna add some of this glitter in here. I like the sharks. Okay. Okay, so cute. Now we're gonna make this look a little bit milky. I definitely wanna make sure that this shark is clear. So I think I'm gonna definitely go over that with clear, but the rest of it, like this shark can kind of be like milky hidden in the hidden, you know? So let's do that. So I'm gonna go over the shark I wanna keep with the clear, just so I don't accidentally cover it. And then we can kind of do like a milky overlaying look to the rest of the design, like we would a milk bath set. But again, oh, actually, you know what? That might be cool. It's kind of like hidden a bit, but not a lot. I'm just gonna add some up here, cover up some of the stars and stuff. And I wanna cover up the shells so I can overlap and you can kind of see them like coming through. I love layered designs, it looks super pretty, so I wanna definitely take advantage. Make it look extra layered. On this layer, I'm gonna add more stars, more shells. So I've just picked up the shells with the soft white just so I can like help layer it slightly. I'll layer more though in a sec. I don't want these purple shells to be too bright because the purple is just supposed to be like a little bit. Okay. And then I'm gonna layer that a little bit more while I encapsulate. Mostly with like the soft white at this point. And a little bit of Snowdrops White. Like that. See, that's enough to lighten up that purple shell. Okay, so now I can encapsulate this nail, and it doesn't really look like much cool yet, but when we file and top coat, that's when you can see all the layers and how cool it looks. So I'm going to encapsulate with my glass slippers. I always like to encapsulate the very tip when it's this long. Just like that. And then I like to do my cuticle area. So I'm put a bead near my cuticle area, and then I'm bending my finger downward to get into that cuticle area without the product running into the cuticles or sidewalls. So if your nail was flat like this, instead of this, it'll spread a little bit differently. So you want it to spread downward. Then I'm just blending that into the bottom half there. Blend, blend, blend. And it doesn't really matter if it's perfect because we are gonna finish file this, so. Okay, so I'm gonna build up my apex and fix any mistakes that I made on the nail. Like there's a missing spot of product in this little area down here. So you want to fill that in. Okay, so this is what it looks like while it's drying. So I am going to let this dry and then I'll finish file on camera and let you guys see my filing routine. And then we can see what this looks like. I hope it turns out cool, we'll see. Yeah, so I'm gonna clean up. This is gonna dry. I'm gonna make some tea. Then we'll be back to finish file together. So normally when I'm doing my own nails, I finish file with just a hand file, but I am going to show you guys some finish filing with my e-file bits, my favorite ones. So these two I like to use when I'm finish filing. This one has a nice rounded top here, which makes it feel really safe when you're doing nails. And then this one is like a pointy carbide bit, which is really great for getting in around this area. And if you have a client with regrowth, you can file out like the regrowth area if it's sticking out or if it's bugging them. So these are the two I really like for finish filing. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on like a kind of like medium speed here. And I'm just gonna use this to go around the cuticle area. I'm being really gentle. I'm not putting pressure on the nail or anything. Just letting my bit do the work for me. And then I like to thin out the very tip too. So I'm gonna hold my nail with my other finger like that. And then use this to file the tip a little bit. I'm gonna go around like this. I'm keeping a lot of my bulk in the center. And I like to apply so that I can have very minimal finish filing at the end. So the less product you apply and the more efficient you apply, the quicker your finish filing can be. So that's why I like to shape my tips before I start, just so that I have less to do. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to this bit just to use it and show you guys. You don't want to do this on a too light of a speed or it can skip and then leave a tiny dent, which is really annoying. Okay, so I'm going to use this to go around my cuticle area, which will just help kind of blend that area even better. And then, like I said, if you had a client who had regrowth under here, you could go like this and file that out. Okay, and now I'm switching over to a hand file here. I'm just using my metal file refill board from Glitterbells, which I love these boards. I can't wait to get these back in for you guys to my site, The Nail Throne, which, if you didn't know, I sell Glitterbells in Canada and the US. Anyways, so I'm gonna use this. I'm going to file underneath first, like so, and then move my file straight. So under and straighten. And that'll help you get those side walls coming straight out and reduce any bulk that's under here. So I'm gonna do that on both sides. And it'll help your point get extra sharp. And if your nail's crooked, it'll also help bring in whatever side you need to bring in. So I place this tip semi-crooked, so I could bring this side in a bit and then make it appear straighter. And then you can start going around. So you don't want this to be like a block, like side is sharp, rounded, sharp. So what you can do is go around like this. So you're kind of bringing up that ledge that you made. And then when I go around the cuticle area, I'm just gentle to stay away from the skin. Just go around. Again, keeping the majority of my bulk in the center of the nail. And then I'm going to go around this side and do the same thing. So basically I just file until I'm happy with the way it looks. And then I'm gonna file up and down at the very tip to thin that out. Ow, I just poked my finger. Okay, that looks pretty good. Just gonna thin it out a little more in this area, down here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I could just file forever. So I'm just gonna take a orange buffing block and I'm just gonna buff, and I'm not really worrying too much about this. I'm just buffing it to get rid of any of those deep scratches that you're gonna see with your top coat. So that's what I'm doing. And then I like to be like extra careful in the cuticle area. You don't wanna like irritate the skin in that area. Okay, so now we could take a lint-free wipe, saturate that, and clean this nail off with alcohol. Get into this cuticle area. Really clean all that dust off. That is where we're at right now. So now the fun part, which is top coat. I'm going to be using my Glitter Bell Snow White top coat. We're out of these on the site right now. I think we have a rubber top coat in, which has a tacky layer that you have to wipe off. But we're getting more in. Don't you worry. We're getting more in with our monomer order that's coming. Where's my lamp? Where did I move it? I actually moved spaces. I don't know if you guys noticed. No one said anything in my last video, so. But I did. I moved rooms. It just doesn't look any different. Okay, so now for the fun part, which is top coat. I can't wait to see what this looks like. I'm worried though it kind of looks similar to the set I did recently, but it's got sharks in it, so I mean, it's different for sure. And when you're doing clear nails like this, you're gonna want to top coat underneath. It'll just make them look extra good, since they are kind of semi-clear. Oh my god, that looks so cool. I'm gonna cure this fully. Okay, so my nail is done, and here you can see the second shark here is like hidden kinda underneath like a milky look. This one I wanted to be fully out so you could kind of see that it is a shark. This turned out really cute. I'm really, really happy with this design. Thanks so much, Deborah, for your idea. What do you guys think of this? So I'm applying cuticle oil now. Since I prepped my nails, I need to replenish the oils. So I'm just gonna rub that in with this finger. So if you guys are interested in how to prep to get this nice clean result, I do have a prep video up, like I said at the beginning of the video, that I will link in my description box. So make sure to check that out. Cute. I really like this set. It turned out really cute. What do you guys think? Do you think this is like shark bath vibes? Did you have a different idea in mind when you saw that comment, if you saw that comment? I enjoyed making this set. I was gonna go with pink and do like a pink milk shark bath design, but I ended up going with the blue to kind of, you know, give it like sea vibes, and the purple shells. And I think it turned out pretty cute, but it does remind me of the set I just did recently. So yeah, so I hope you guys like this set. I had a lot of fun creating it. I have a ton of sharks here. Does anyone want some sharks? I might give away some of these sharks and put it in a little container and send it to you guys. So just let me know if someone wants some sharks. They're quite big. They're not gonna be for everyone. They're only gonna be for like long nails like this. As you can see, a full shark fits across my entire thumb, which means it might not fit on other nails. So yeah, let me know if you want some sharks. Everything I used, I will make sure to put in my description box. Make sure you always check my description box before you order from my site, because I do like to put little discount codes in my description box for the nail throne, so make sure you check that out. If you guys like this video, please share with someone, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!